Sirius XM. Hey! And now, the Opie and Anthony Show continues. This is After O&A Live. Here's your host, Sam Roberts.
Oh, you bet it is. It's After Opie and Anthony Live, and I'm Sam Roberts. Opie and Anthony are still in this building, folks. We keep the channel alive. They're usually gone. Opie and Anthony are still here. They were walked down the hall. They mentioned it on the air. They have a meeting today with the bosses who are way down at the other end of the hall. I would assume that the meeting is not good news, only because when is it ever good news? Another thing you don't see every day, I see Club Soda Kenny down there, because Kenny leaves when Opie and Anthony leave. And since they're stuck in the meeting, Club Soda Kenny's still down there. I'm gonna see if we can get him on the air, because I mean, he called in once, but I'd like to see what Club Soda Kenny was up to. It was a great show today. Jackie the Joke Man was in. I wish they'd given us a little more time. We wanted to get the Whoopi Goldberg clip that they were talking about on the air today when Whoopi came in and surprised us. Of course, recently on After Opie and Anthony Live, we played that Sarah Jessica Parker clip that they played a little snippet of today. But tomorrow, I think we're going to try to get the Whoopi Goldberg clip. E-Rock, I mean, we know where it is. We just have to shorten it.
Yeah, I might have it if you give me one moment.
Well, how long is it? Because we can't.
I think this cut will be about like 3.5 minutes. I'm trying to find something a little longer form on it.
Well, give it. You know what? We'll play the first thing, and then you can look for it.
Okay.
While we're doing that, because Jackie the Joke Man wasn't the only one who was in studio today. The great Danny McBride came in early this morning, so if you missed it, check out the replay. But Danny McBride, you may know him from Eastbound and Down. He's in the new movie Your Highness, which I got to see early. It comes out April 8th, but the movie is hilarious. I didn't know what to think of the movie based on the trailers, because it's all like, worldly and, Robin Hood-y and stuff.
Medieval times.
Yeah, but I mean,
are usually not that funny.
Exactly, but this movie is filthy and hilarious. Nudity, cursing, debauchery, and some jokes too. So I would recommend it to everybody. After his interview with O&A, we grabbed Danny McBride in the hallway, and this is what we got. Danny McBride, you were on O&A promoting Your Highness, of course. You said you brought bull dick. Is that what it's categorized as?
Minotaur dick, yes. Uh-huh.
Is this something you're proud of that you brought to film?
I feel like it's a landmark in cinema. I don't think anyone has ever captured this again. We'd like to send the footage to National Geographic. I think it's very important what we've done with this movie.
Now, you're going to be doing a lot of interviews here at Sirius today. How many other ones do you think will spend the majority of at least the first half, watching pornography from the 70s?
Hopefully all of them. I think when I go to the Martha Stewart channel, we're going to talk about that a lot, I think. Yeah.
Well, we appreciate you stopping by, Danny.
Thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
He was fantastic in studio, was Danny McBride. Again, the movie is Your Highness, and that's out April 8th. A Friday, believe it or not, April 8th. E-Rock, they brought up on the show that Danny McBride was also in the movie Up in the Air. Opie claimed with Danny in here that he loved the movie. He apparently has said on a previous show, and I remember him saying it, we're still looking for the clip, that he doesn't love the movie. In fact, he hates the movie. However, one person who was silent in their assessment of the film Up in the Air was one Jim Norton. Jim certainly has said in the past that he doesn't like Up in the Air. In fact, he hated Up in the Air.
So much.
And we have the proof. This is Jim Norton hating Up in the Air right here on After Opie and Anthony Live.
After O&A Live.
Up in the Air, yes. Jimmy tweeted that he saw Up in the Air and hated it.
Now, I could tell just from the trailer that this movie was a piece of shit.
These movies. You said the same thing about Avatar.
No, I didn't say about Avatar. Never said that. I said I don't think Avatar deserves to be in the position it's in, even though I haven't seen it.
Okay.
But at Up in the Air, it's like watching any other movie trailer that I could look at and go, I will never see this movie because it just looks like a bucket of romantic comedy shit.
It's a fucking chick flick.
Yay! See, I could tell.
I didn't know it was a comedy until there's a scene where George Clooney falls in the lake. It's a fucking hunk of shit. And I tweeted that I couldn't believe it got 90% or that there's Oscar considerations for this film.
The reviews are ridiculous on this movie. Yeah, Clooney's winning awards.
It's stunk.
I saw Up in the Air about a month ago, and I talked about it on the show, and people were beating me up. I'm like, whoa, what the fuck? Am I missing out on something? And now Jimmy's with me, thank God.
He's a motivational speaker. He's not
a motivator. He does that on the side.
No, I know, that's what I'm saying. It's like his side is he has the fucking, it's some backpack speak, empty your back. It's a meaningless, pointless fucking side story.
You didn't like his take on the motivational
It was garbage. It's an anticlimactic movie.
He basically talks about a backpack, and like, you got too much in your backpack, so you got to lighten the load.
Empty
in
your backpack. It's like, shut up. Who fucking can we get it? You're the eligible Arabic-looking bachelor. You're in hotels a lot. Fuck you and your fucking frequent flyer status. The whole movie was a commercial for American Airlines and how great the Admirals Club is and how great Hilton Hotel. It was in the product placement in this movie.
It was one big fucking commercial
for you idiots that thought this was a work of art.
Admiral Club and Hilton just in the trailer.
The fucking embarrassing product placement in this movie, and that fucking girl who played the chick that he fucked in a hotel. They have like this really horrible flirty scene where they're sitting there, and she's like a guy. She even walks like a guy to prove that she's a business gal. And they're sitting there with their cards, and they're comparing cards in the hotel. Ah, you have an American Express plan. Ah, you have the Hilton Honor card. Yeah, but I only go with this. And it was fucking awful.
They were bragging by how many cards they got and which person had the better cards and stuff.
Flirty scene
from all their traveling around the United States of America. But George Clooney's life is very empty. He lives his life on the road, Anthony. When he goes home to an empty apartment. Boy, if that doesn't tell you a lot about his character.
Yes, and
just in case we didn't know.
What's the problem there?
He has no furniture in his apartment when he does, go home every once in a while.
He plays a guy who goes around and fires people for a living. He's one of these people that the company will hire him when they don't have the balls to fire somebody, and he's a motivational speaker on the side. So his job is to go there and fire them. And the basic push of the story is he's always on the road, and his company wants to cut down on his travel because he wants to become one of the 10 million mile people on American Airlines, where you get like a lifetime executive club status or whatever the fuck it is.
And it's been a while. How many people got that status?
7, including him, because he gets it at the end of the movie. So I hope I blew it for you. Who gives a shit? And you get to fuck. Here's your big prize. You get to meet this fucking cheese dick in a mustache who works for American Airlines.
What's his name?
Who?
I always forget his name. He was the fucking father in Mask.
Oh, Sam Elliott. Yeah, exactly.
Sam Elliott.
Oh, Sam Elliott?
Yeah, with a big fucking
Sam Elliott
mustache.
So stupid. And
it's everything you thought it would be.
Beef, what's for dinner?
Everything y'all thought it would be.
It was one attempt at a moment after another. I didn't give a shit about. Then there was the wedding scene. It was a whole bunch of rotten, boring stories thrown into one long, rotten, boring story. And I didn't. Even the firing montage about the people they were firing, they were interesting. To see the people getting fired. This is fucking fruity Hollywood trying to show the working class and the fired people in America how in touch with you they really are. How you're not being overlooked.
God bless you, Jimmy.
It was
shit. I was like, what is the big deal about this dumb movie?
And the girl who played the new young girl with the overacting awkward girl with Eddie Munster hair, and she was like, a relationship is supposed to be. Her acting was terrible. She might be good in Twilight. She was awful in this.
She's ugly too.
That's not.
I guess she was supposed to be a plain Jane type.
But it was the forced awkward girl, the overacting awkward girl. It was just awful. Mm-hmm. And people that were trashing me on Twitter for smashing this movie,
they were trashing you.
A bunch of these fucking man pussies thought it was great. But feel free to call in and defend it if you want.
Wow,
it stunk.
Let's say hi to Jason in Virginia. Jason.
Hey, boys.
Hi, Jason.
I'm pretty sure this movie was done in the 80s, and it was done right the first time, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
What?
That sounds just like Del Griffith.
Well, it was a comedy. I mean, that was actually a real comedy. This was exactly what critics like. It was a soft, non-threatening, romantic comedy that didn't offend any of their sacred cows or sensibilities. That's why critics love this hunk of shit. Terrible movie.
Up in the Air.
Yeah, it wasn't good. Danny McBride was fun.
I will not see
Even Danny McBride couldn't do it. There was no reason for him to be in that movie. He plays a fucking groom.
Well, yeah, because I don't know, George Clooney goes home for his niece's wedding or something.
His sister's
kid's wedding.
What's the movie poster?
No, his sister's wedding.
What's the movie poster look like?
Sister's wedding, you sure?
Yeah, it was his younger sister.
Okay.
And I didn't give a shit about the wedding or the conflict that Clooney helps them out of, and the fucking dumb older sister's in the thing, and she goes dramatically, "Welcome home." Oh, shut up, bitch.
After O&A. Live.
That's what it is.
Yes,
after
I was saying my balls.
Opie and
What?
Anthony live. Kenny.
What?
Why don't you just let me come back to the show? And then, I mean, this isn't just we're doing a show here.
Well, I don't know. You were playing that thing, so I was carrying on. I was talking. I didn't know you were coming back.
Well, that was the guys talking about the movie Up in the Air. Today, Opie said he loved the movie. In that clip, Opie said it was a dumb movie, and he agreed with Norton in his assessment of hating it. But, to Opie's credit, he did in that clip say that he loved Danny McBride in the film. So, maybe, he liked Danny's performance. And Danny McBride was the guy who was in studio today. Club Soda Kenny, I was telling the audience before that bit that you normally aren't here right now.
I know, you dragged me in here.
Well, I mean, what are you doing? You're just sitting down at the end of the hallway doing nothing.
No, you took me away from my security duty.
Of what? They're a whole hallway away from you. If they were getting beaten up right now, you'd never even know it.
That's what you think.
What do you think this meeting is about that they're in right now?
Here's how the meeting's going.
Opie and Anthony, of course.
Yeah. This is what they're talking about. Blah, 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 blah.
And who's that?
Blah, 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 blah.
Who's saying blah, blah?
All of them.
Oh, just the whole thing? You're not a meeting guy, are you?
No, I love to meet.
Meet what?
Greet.
Kenny, you've been doing this a long time. What's the most rewarding part about being the security guard for the Opie and Anthony show?
My goal of reaching 200,000 followers on Facebook.
That's your goal? It's a little lofty, don't you think?
I'm almost there.
How many do you have?
1,600.
You're not even close. Roland's closer, and he doesn't even have a fan page.
Yeah, but I just started it, all right? And then I come to find out there was an imposter page.
Yeah.
I don't like that. That goes against me like rat poison. All right?
Your system's just not built for it.
Yeah, and who are these 324 dummies that are following and liking that page?
They're not dumb. They're both called Club Soda Kenny. There's nothing specific about either one.
Yeah, but no, one is fake and one is me.
You're the only one who knows that. Now, Kenny, this is some exciting news that we didn't mention on the live show today, but we'll mention it here. We're actually bringing back the Most Annoying 30 Seconds contest.
All right, so what should I do? What's my move?
I don't know. Maybe think of something, because we have like a $2,000 prize that we're giving away.
You know what happened the other day when I called into your show?
What?
I missed listening to the traffic report, and I didn't know the Lincoln Tunnel was closed to get out of Manhattan. And then I tried to go to the Holland Tunnel, then come to find out there was a 40-minute delay there. So I got to turn around and go all the way up to the George Washington Bridge.
Well, as intriguing as that is, why don't you start giving us traffic reports on this show? From your ride home, you call in from the car.
Yeah, I drive on one road. I don't drive where they drive.
Some people drive on that road.
When I drive on it?
Yeah, it's not empty.
Oh, God bless them.
That's what I'm saying. Today there was some, it was a weird start to the show because...
should I give a weather report too?
If you want. Do whatever makes you feel good.
Yeah, but I don't know where the weather is.
It's up. It's in the sky.
Yeah, but I'm over here. They're wherever.
Now, the thing about it was today had a weird start.
Yeah, you know why it was weird? Because Jimmy didn't plug the anti-social network shows enough.
I mean, do you want to plug for him then?
Yeah, we're coming to D.C., Chicago. We got to change up the date in Vegas, and then planning other shows, more shows.
Now they have a Facebook page, right?
Yes, they do, Eric. Thank you for mentioning that.
Just plug it.
Antisocial Comedy on Facebook, and also www.antisocialcomedy. I want a lot of followers on that.
Is there
also
a .com after the www.antisocialcomedy?
Yeah, for the internet, not the Facebook.
Obviously not.
Is there a Twitter?
I don't know.
Now, Kenny, the reason the show was weird was because we started...
Sam, how you doing with your Facebook?
Fine, I have more fans than you.
Yeah, but you got a...
It's Primetime Sam Roberts on Facebook, but it has nothing to do with anything. What I'm trying to say is, on the show today, we started playing Obama clips, and Anthony has decided...
Want to hear something interesting?
No, not from you. You don't have anything.
I actually sat down to watch his speech last night.
Yeah?
And fell asleep.
That's not interesting.
Some people might find it interesting.
Roland?
I saw the speech last night.
Did you find what Kenny just said interesting?
What just happened?
Exactly. Eric, did you find it interesting?
I was looking up stuff on Facebook.
Nobody found it interesting.
If Eric was paying attention, he would agree.
I'm sorry, Kenny. I was looking at your Facebook page, and you're about to break 1,700 followers.
Wow. Congratulations to
you.
Anyway, Opie ended up talking about how he doesn't want
Opie Radio's on Facebook.
I understand.
Now, too.
Let me get to it. You understand?
Oh, that's what you're leading up to?
Well, it's going to be part of it.
No, you just try to kill time. You just do filler. Why don't we get to the point? Did you shut my microphone?
Can you hear yourself?
Now I can.
You could hear it the whole time because I didn't shut it off.
Well,
stupid.
I don't know. You were like going by the buttons.
I'm allowed to because it's my show. Anyway, Kenny, what I was trying to say was...
How many shows do you have? Why
200.
don't we talk about that?
How many security gigs do you have? Almost 0. Anyway.
I'm overworked.
Yeah, I know you are. No wonder
I have the hardest job here.
What, staying awake?
I'm responsible for saving lives.
Okay, fine, whatever. Then why don't you save an E-Rock from eating himself to death?
Oh, shit.
I'm
that
Eric.
was uncalled for.
I know, I took that out on you. Kenny was making me upset. What I was trying to say, Kenny...
Yeah, don't deflect, Sam.
...was that Opie was talking about his radio beefs.
Are you building up to playing another
We caught
clip?
up with him in the hallway.
Don't play any clips when I'm in here.
Opie, a lot's going on in your life. First, you started the show by saying that you were a more subdued Opie, toning down your radio beefs.
Yeah, I'm getting too old for these radio wars, Sam. I've been fighting them on so many fronts for so many years that it might be time to just stop the radio war crap. Recently, Bubba the Love Sponge reached out to me.
Love that guy.
Love him. Love the Bubba. I don't know anything about him, to be honest with you. But, I don't know. Maybe next time he's in New York, I would sit down and talk to that guy, see what he's really about. And as we all know, working here at Sirius XM, we run into the Howard people all the time. I have no problems with any of those guys anymore. And I know Howard probably still has some kind of problem with me. I feel it. I understand it. We've never crossed paths in this facility. I've crossed paths with every single other person that works for that show. So I'm thinking maybe a 2-minute meeting in the back of his limo, mafia style.
I love it.
And I think we could put some things behind us. We don't have to be friends. We don't have to be palsy-wowsies. But all joking aside, I think in 2 minutes I could just kind of just squash that whole thing and allow certainly myself and certainly him to move on. That's all. I'm not looking for anything, nothing at all. But it's just kind of weird when you're in the elevators with those guys and they are just really, really nice to you. And sometimes I see Robin in my neighborhood and Fred Norris in the neighborhood. And even Boy Gary at this point is cordial to me. And I know he was a huge Howard soldier and really, really made sure that Howard knew everything that me and Ant were saying about him. But even he's been pretty cool to us in the elevators. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. It's fine. But I know a quick 2-minute meeting could go a long way.
Well, I mean, you talk about changes. You go and you conquer the Twitter world. Everybody knows about this already. But I've also heard, you haven't brought it up on the air yet, but you're conquering the world of Facebook now. You said you'd never do it.
Did you just say cock-ring?
Conquer.
He said cock-ring.
I didn't say cock-ring.
So I'm cock-ringing what?
Facebook.
You said cock-ring.
Conquering.
Conquering? See, people know I mispronounce stuff, but, man, you just asked me about a cock ring, I think.
I'm a professional broadcaster. I don't mispronounce anything.
Well, Sam, yeah, I did cock ring Twitter. And now I'm not moving over to Facebook. I want people to know that Twitter's still my main thing. I really love what Twitter's all about. But I did start a Facebook page, Opie Radio Fans. Sometimes it doesn't load. I don't know if I'm getting a lot of traffic or not, but there's an error message that happens. If that happens to you, just keep clicking, and you'll get to it eventually. But it's a cool place. It's just an expansion of what I'm doing with the social networking thing because it's more long form on Facebook, and some of the stuff that I do post could stay up there a little longer. As you know, with Twitter, if you don't see it within an hour of me posting, it's gone. It's just out there in the middle of nowhere. So I'm not leaving Twitter. I'll still be strong on Twitter, but I also start a little Facebook action. So we'll see how it works out.
But in terms of it not loading, it's associated with this show, so why would it work?
Yeah, why would it work? But yeah, I will be cock-ringing the Facebook world as well.
All right, enjoy your meeting.
Thanks, you dick.
Yeah, so my sack.
Come on, Kenny.
Hey,
What?
Sam.
Just stop with that stuff. What?
Since you did that piece and I was talking about Facebook and everything, I thought I'd give you some stats.
Well,
Primetime Sam Roberts is at 2719. Kenny's at 1670. And Opie radio fans, 7,200.
okay, well, there goes E-Rock with the statistics of the day.
Facts.
Yeah, he's factual.
Are they still in the meeting? Shouldn't you be gone by now?
You dragged me in here.
I didn't realize it was a permanent position.
Kenny, please talk on my show.
Shut up. I tried to get Anthony to comment on what he was doing at the beginning of the show.
Why don't you get Troy in here?
Shut the fuck up.
Why do you have to curse?
Because you just keep yapping.
Yeah, but you usually have Troy in here, too, to help you out.
Anyway.
Turn it on.
I tried to get a comment from Anthony talking about how he doesn't like...
Anthony talks for 4 hours. How much more does he got to talk?
Talking about how he doesn't like Obama anymore. But, I mean, not that he doesn't like him, that he just doesn't care about him.
I'll start pushing buttons.
But he had a meeting to go to, so he wanted to get out of here as quickly as possible.
Push it.
So he didn't give a comment. But, E-Rock, today is a very special day in the history of Anthony on this show. Today, we love celebrating anniversaries here on After Opie and Anthony Live. And today is a very special anniversary.
What is it?
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to E-Rock and Roland right now.
I'm in the room. How rude can you be?
Roland, believe it or not, 4 years ago today was the day that Anthony made a successful call into Mancow's show. A lot of people would say, oh, you mean he prank called Mancow's show? Well, that was the plan, but what ended up happening was Ant got carried away with himself and just called into the show as a successful caller. So that's what we'll play as we celebrate that anniversary. Kenny, you are officially dismissed.
Wait, talk to me for 5 more minutes.
Bombed on this show.
No, are you crazy?
Yeah, no.
What,
you were not
hit
good.
your head?
I like you.
Take some phone calls. Everybody will tell you I didn't bomb.
I like you on the phone because then I could just get rid of you when I don't have to.
Look, I got a few more minutes to kill. Just please talk to me.
Here it is.
No,
Anthony calls Mancow's show.
Can't you babysit me?
On After Opie and Anthony Live.
Goodbye.
After O&A Live. Mancow's Morning Madhouse on the Free Speech Radio Network.
I guess I'm still on hold. Jeez.
Do they have caller ID, you think? Anything they knew?
I don't know. It seems like they went to spots, and that's when it cut off.
Yeah, that's what happens.
So,
love the show.
No, yeah, we're still on.
Oh, my... What?
If you pick up from here, it's going to have that little rip noise like radio has when you answer the phone.
Yeah, we're going to have to go back to it at some point. You know, the
we
spots
can't
run for... We can't just sit there in silence, though.
That's the problem. He has no commercials.
What?
He's running it out of a studio, so he has no station, so it's a dead feed.
Certainly is.
He's doing a show for nobody.
Love the show. The screen has got to tell people to say that. Get the fuck out of here. How bad is that?
Aaron said that.
Oh, it's going to make me fucking throw up a little bit to say it.
Aaron says you're listening live to Mancow's audience right now. That's why the silence.
A dead feed. That's great.
If he just lets us
They'll
know,
probably come in with the bumper or some shit, though.
Absolutely.
So
hey, as soon as you hear bumper.
As soon as you hear bumper, yeah. Jesus Christ.
See, we're not scared of confrontation.
You love them.
Never have been scared. We've never been scared of confrontation.
I was afraid. I thought I wasn't selling my fucking topic good enough. And then I got more energy. Like I had to just put more energy behind my stupid topic. Yeah. Oh,
still dead air?
How many minutes? They probably are like 5 minutes. Thank God there's satellite radio. We don't have to go
it's
to
satellite. That's why. This is what satellite's built for.
Yeah, chill out and just go
like
get a beer or something.
Just enjoy it.
Exactly.
Sit back, have fun.
That's right.
Do you think I have time to pee? I have to piss.
No, I don't. Oof.
Yeah, you better pee.
Where's your time?
Fast. It's not something we can hold.
Okay, if he comes back on, just say, look, this is the Opie and Anthony show. Can you wait?
Yeah, Jimmy's taking a pee.
How great is it? We never tell you guys what to do. That call screener goes, make sure you say what?
Love you, love
Say
the
man
show.
cow, love you, love the show.
But let's understand, from now on, callers.
Yes, callers. By the way, we are stealing that.
We demand.
We demand you say.
Or we don't acknowledge you
Opie and Anthony, and Jim, love you, love the show.
But that's they could just say Opie. That's fun. But that's not flowery enough.
Travis,
it doesn't say it.
You'll be screening calls, so you tell everybody that's what they're to say. What a
phony!
I don't think that's strong enough.
You got to tell your own audience to say that.
How about
to love you?
I thank God every morning for you in the show. There's got to be something. I don't think love you, love the show is.
What?
Huh?
No. No.
I'm gonna pee real quick.
They're eagerly awaiting.
Elliot from Philly, get a beer. It's 10 a.m. Opie. Well, it's happy hour somewhere.
Whatever you gotta get.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
No. Go.
We need to go through an exclamation point from Stakers on that. Because don't like it. Department.
I find that listening to the show with tinfoil wrapped around my head gives me the amazing ability to
It's Craptacular Thursday. Here with the Man Cow on the Free Speech Radio.
Hey, it's Faith, Mancow's intern with the Word on the Street.
Oh, hey, Faith.
I'm out here finding out what people think of American Idol Sanjaya.
I don't even know because I haven't been watching.
Do you watch American Idol?
No. I don't care one way or the other.
I really am not familiar with this. I do not watch TV.
I speak a little, not too much English.
Well, I think he should be gone. Yeah, he should. He should be gone.
Are you worried that he's going to win?
No, I don't think he's going to win.
He can't sing. He sounds horrible. And I think it's just a popularity contest. And I've been watching American Idol since, they first started.
Are you afraid he might win?
Yeah, that's the scary part. And he can't sing because they like the way he looks. He is a nice-looking young man.
Do you watch American Idol?
No.
This has been Faith with the Word on the Street. Thanks, Cal. Back to you in the studio.
Don't set this place on fire. Sanjaya, Sanjaya. Don't set this place on fire. Sanjaya, Sanjaya.
Matt, hello, welcome to the program.
Man Cow, love you, love your show.
Thank you, sir.
I was just about the topic on with the Reverend, or the pastor, whatever he is.
That's okay.
But I applaud him for having the balls to get up and do something that nobody else will do, and taking some of these dirty, nasty people up off the streets of ours.
We get the point, and we get the sentiment. All right, so Sam Childers, you can go on the Internet and find him. They have done hours of TV on this guy, and he sees really brutal stuff in Uganda. There is a, what is this guy's name?
Coach Joseph Kony.
Uh-huh. And what does he do? I mean, what does he do and why is he doing it?
See, actually, what makes him one of the world's worst terrorists is he don't have an agenda.
He just likes killing.
He's just out there killing.
Why do people follow him? Why don't people turn on him?
It has a lot to do, with witchcraft.
Uh-huh.
And he takes the children, brainwashes them, the people, he brainwashes them, and ends up turning them into killers.
How many kids has he converted to killers? It's like you see in the movie Blood Diamond. This Leonardo DiCaprio movie, I think the ads were horrible for it. I think it's a great movie.
About 100,000 children right now.
He's converted.
Yeah.
So how old are the kids who are going and killing other people?
I have one child on our orphanage right now, that we rescued, 11 years old, that killed over 30 people.
How are you able to get in and get out?
Wait, before we get to that, and they always have them kill their own parents, right?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. And how do you get them? Why aren't you dead? You've been able to rescue all these.
Well, I'm not dead because of Jesus Christ. But most of these children, when they see me coming, they'll actually throw their guns down. I have never had to lift my gun ever on a child.
Marie, hello.
Throw their guns.
Hey, man, Cal, love you. Love your show.
Hi, what's up?
I just wanted to say that the preacher man is awesome, and he's completely justified in what he does. My uncle is a minister, and he says if you're not motivated by the 7 deadly sins, then you're good,
Yeah. Well, he seems to me he's got his heart in the right place, but some people take offense to it. He won't admit that he does it, but he's not going to say it on the radio, I guess. But, I mean, he's got a gun, and he goes in, and these are violent areas, and there's gunfire.
Can I ask you this? Does Osama bin Laden have his heart in the right place? He thinks he does.
I don't know what that means.
Well, you're saying that the pastor here has his heart in the right place.
Yeah, but
so does Osama bin Laden think he has his heart in the right place.
But Osama doesn't want to kill children. Osama...
Wait. He wants to kill me?
No.
He wants to kill you?
I mean, Osama bin Laden wants to hurt people. This guy doesn't want to hurt people. He wants to help people.
But he will hurt somebody if he has to. You said you've never had to raise your gun on a child. What if you're coming into that village and those children have their guns aimed at you, and it's you or them?
Jew. How about if somebody started beating the snot out of you right now? What would you do?
I'd fight back.
Oh, okay.
Dan, hello. Welcome to the program.
Hey, I want to say that I really think that Sam Childers is doing a good thing. I think that if you're not supporting him, then you're supporting the terrorist that he's fighting. And if I had that man in my sights, I wouldn't have a second hesitation about pulling the trigger.
I wouldn't, but I'm not a preacher. I wouldn't have a problem killing this bad guy, and I don't have a problem doing that. I really don't. Let's go to Jimmy. Jimmy, hello.
Hi, man, Cal. Love your show. Love your show, man, Cal.
Thank you, sir.
I believe the worst thing in the world is when good men or women do nothing.
That's the old saying, isn't it? When good people do nothing. Al, I think you're a symptom of this country that we sit and debate things like this. This guy, this man is cutting off babies' arms and legs and raping them and killing, and he's going in and fighting
in that
back.
order.
And you're debating if he's like Osama bin Laden. I mean, that's just the most asinine. But I understand it's what everybody does. How about he's a good guy, they're not? It's that simple.
I believe he's a good guy, but he's saying that he would. I'm saying that he says he would kill if he has to.
Yeah.
But if he would kill if he has to, and if he ends up killing, then what does that make him? Does that still make him a good guy?
How you doing? This is Christopher Walken. We're doing Christopher Walken theater.
This could be a lot more complex. I mean, it's not just, it might not just be such a simple.
You don't have an answer yet.
You know, you think you know the movie. If you do, then call 1-888-2-MAN-COW.
Tony in New York, hello.
Mancow, love the show, man.
Thank you, buddy.
Hey, I want to talk a little bit about this Britain situation with the sailors that were taken hostage, as I see it. There's a problem. I don't see the president speaking out on this, and now I'm hearing that the United States has been told not to comment by Britain because of the world view of our country. The British are telling us to please stay out of this so as not to make trouble. I see this as maybe Britain turning on us a little bit as an ally in this situation. What do you think about this?
Well, I think that's a brilliant thing. I think that's a brilliant question.
Thank you, Mancow.
Thing to bring up.
Yeah.
I think we need to keep our nose out of it right now. I think we got. We're like that. Well, Sam Childers knew this pygmy woman in Uganda. And she's a nice girl. She's always sticking her nose in people's business. And I think we need to keep our nose out of everybody's business right now. And I think England is saying, let us handle it. And I'm okay with that for now. But you better believe if it starts to hit the fan, once again, we'll be there to save them. It's the Man-Cow Show.
Man-Cow. Fucker cut me off. I knew that was going to happen, too.
Yeah, it was. You should have done them in the middle. It was tough, though. It was actually a valid question.
I was waiting to come back. That's why I said, do you? Like, shit like that.
Wouldn't it be funny if Anthony just became a caller to the Man-Cow Show and never confronted him?
That's pretty much what just happened, Jimmy. I just gave him a good fucking call. Fuck.
Wow, way to go. How funny would it be if someone overheard that and thought he handled such like, this is what we're looking for, and all of a sudden we were fired, and he was put on in every market. Thanks a lot for
brilliant.
Nothing.
All right, listen, we'll take a quick break.
After O&A live.
It's after O&A. Yeah, that was Anthony's attempt at a prank phone call gone awry. Usually when he attempts things, he does them very successfully. Not on that day, and that day was 4 years ago when Anthony just became a good caller into the Man-Cow Show. Now, we also want to thank Club Soda Kenny for stopping by earlier on the show. I know things got a little harsh in here, but Kenny doesn't understand that there needs to be some kind of movement going on here. We got a lot of stuff to do today, and we can't have Kenny talking about nothing for extended periods of time. We only have so much time because today we're announcing the most annoying 30 seconds is back. Roland, do you remember? Were you around when we first did most annoying 30 seconds?
Yeah.
Do you remember it?
Unfortunately, I do.
Because it really does give you these listener submissions that are the most annoying. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that the prize is like $2,000 or something.
You're going to pay them?
Not me personally. I believe Steven Singer is going to be doing that. All the information on the rules and where to send in submissions and stuff is at SiriusXM.com/thevirus. But just as a little example, E-Rock, we have a couple of the most annoying sounds, most annoying 30 seconds, because it has to be 30 seconds.
Yeah, we
want food.
Yeah, that too. We have the one that they really loved and one they really hated.
Okay, so let's do an example. This is a good one. Was this the winner last time?
No, this wasn't the winner because this is the one that we. Oh, this might be the winner. This is the one with Jim Norton.
Yeah, this is with Norton. We did it several years ago. This is an example of a great annoying 30 seconds. It really is irritating. That is really... I've forgotten how annoying that is.
Yeah.
I mean, Roland took his headphones off. He was so bothered by that. And then this, on the other hand, is an example of a poorly done annoying 30 seconds. This is one that would not win the contest.
Is that you talking?
That means I'm not annoying.
Oh.
Here, it hit it.
Never mind.
I'm a faggot.
There you go.
Yeah, and that's just like, I mean, that's got no entertainment value to it. You want something that's 30 seconds long, exactly, that's very annoying, but on that level has some entertainment value, and somebody is honestly going to go home with like $2,000. Again, all the contest deals are deals. All the contest details are at SiriusXM.com/thevirus. You email in. It's probably an MP3. You send it in. Hopefully, we'll be able to play some of the ones that have been getting sent in. Maybe I'll be able to play some of them tomorrow on the show if you can just whip one up real quick. I think the contest is going to last a couple weeks, though, but send them in early.
On your show, not the other show?
Well, I mean, I'll give it to the other show, but they didn't mention it on the other show today, so,
wow.
You know, I usually clean up. This is what this show does. It cleans up the mess that's left behind by O&A. By the way, speaking of that, they're still in that meeting. They have not come down the hallway from that meeting, which is not a good sign. Generally, the longer meetings last.
Did you get called in for making fun of them?
I don't know, but meetings they generally don't wait a long time to give you good news. But yeah, get your most annoying 30-second submissions in. It's at SiriusXM.com/thevirus. Whoa! What the? You know what that music means.
Yeah, it's the rattlesnake.
Ron Bennington is in the house from the Ron and Fez Show. Ron, we were just saying, Opie and Anthony, they're still in this building. They've been down in a meeting since the show ended.
What happened?
I don't know. It was just supposed to be a typical meeting, but
Who are they meeting with?
Way down the hall.
To the right or left?
They wanted to go to the left, but were afraid they were going to get pulled to the right.
Oh.
So I don't know what's going down, but as I just told Roland, generally they don't wait an extended period of time and then give you good news. So I don't know exactly what's going on down there, unless they're fighting, because O&A do have a tendency to, make their case.
So
But
do you know
I
what
mean,
the case is even on?
No, I mean, I know they were on the air complaining about the intern situation, but this meeting was scheduled before that, so I don't know anything more than what's on the air.
There's been a rumor that, and I don't know whether it was Opie or Anthony, did something to throw out Simon Le Bon's back.
Really?
It
And
was a view to a kill.
yeah, that's true. We had all that equipment in here yesterday.
Yeah.
The Duran Duran equipment. No Duran Duran concert.
That's what I heard that
Simon
Roland told...
Le Bon threw out his back.
And that's what happened, because the lobby was full of stuff. The hallways were full of stuff.
Claustrophobic in here yesterday. It was claustrophobic.
And they did sound check, too.
Like, there was a sound check?
Well, without the band.
Of course.
They had their own board. What is wrong? We have that incredible board. I've seen every band use it. They brought their own in.
I mean, there was so much equipment lining the hallways and those big bins that it was a tight squeeze for me to get down these hallways. And I'm slight of frame.
You are. You're just a tiny person. Hey, is the Ronnie and Sammy Sweetheart name catching on at all?
I heard that on, you mentioned it on Run It Fez. I don't know if I want to go by that name only because it's very similar to what they did on Jersey Shore.
I don't get it.
Yeah,
I never saw Jersey Shore. Is it good?
Really? Yeah, I mean,
I watch Mob Wives, so I don't know about Jersey Shore.
So you're a Jersey-licious guy, not a Jersey Shore guy.
Where is Fezzy? I can act like he needs to get something out of one of those offices.
Oh, and just send him down.
Yeah, that's always been my thing.
Get a little soundbite or something.
Reconnaissance, just like go down there and look like if anyone's face is red.
I got you.
Is Kenny still sitting out there?
Yeah, I just saw Kenny walking around down there. This is bad news. We're also...
Kenny should go in with them.
Yeah,
it's the whole point of your job.
They probably need him in there.
Look, there goes Fez. He's walking
going down. Let's see if he can get any information. We're also bringing back the most annoying 30 seconds contest. I don't know if you remember that from a few years ago, but we're giving somebody, I think it's $2,000 from Steven Singer to make the most annoying 30 seconds they could possibly make.
Anything at all.
It can be anything, but we played some examples. It should be some entertainment value because people would sometimes forget this is a show.
Right.
So there should be some entertainment value.
So can I hear any of the samples, or did you run them all?
Why don't you play the Norton one again? This is the good one.
Yeah. Now, how did he layer that?
Well, he didn't. It was one of the fans took the audio.
Nice.
And they put it into their little systems.
And they 2 Gs.
And they came up with that's worth the 2 Gs. I think that was the winner last time, although I'm not sure there was a prize last time.
I see Fez is coming back up, and he has a little yellow bag.
Do you think he was just headed down there on his own? Or
no.
He knew what he was doing?
I think so. Although he's not coming back this way. Hold on, let me call him.
Okay.
And we'll see if we can't get some
we'll keep this thing going live.
Where was he going? This could be a hit on me now.
Oh, boy. Yeah, Opie, Anthony, and Fez all meeting without you down at the end of the hallway.
I don't like this at all.
While me and you are just doing this show up here, let those guys
Ronnie and Sammy Sweetheart are doing their thing.
Yeah, and those guys are all...
By the way, I'm going to be playing a letter from your buddy Eastside Dave today. Just wrote me a moral conundrum. Out of the blue, here's something for the show.
Does he know that he left?
No.
He's not.
Neither do I, though. I feel like he's still with the show.
He's not.
Yeah, what did you see down there?
Fez is on the phone with Ron right now. Yeah. I don't know what they're talking about.
No smiling faces, but no angry faces. No yelling, but no smiling faces.
Oh, boy. You'd hope there was a smile or something.
Did you try to walk in and act like you needed something?
Into the meeting?
Yeah.
That would have been great.
All right, so you went down there specifically to spy. Okay. Why didn't you come back and report? Why would you just go to the back the other way? Yes, but having no report is a report. I didn't see any troops is something the general also wants to hear. All right, crawl back down underneath there and see if you can't lay on the floor and listen. Talk to you later.
I like you throw him under the bus just in case anything comes up. You say, so you went down there with the sole purpose, simply to spy. Yes, that's correct.
Well, I didn't know whether he was listening to us. But then he goes, no one's smiling, so I'm not going to bother those guys with that.
Well, I mean...
This is an hour now? An hour they've been in there?
Yeah, I mean, they went in there right after... I couldn't even get a comment from Anthony after he left. He went straight to the meeting. Kenny's just been sitting around. Kenny's hoping he still can clock in the hours, though.
Sure he can.
So he loves meeting day.
Sure.
Well, I mean, I guess...
I didn't know he was on an hourly situation.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
I guess we'll let...
bygones be bygones.
We'll let bygones be bygones, and we'll let this continue onto the Ron and Fez show because I can't keep eating into your time like this.
Do me a favor.
Uh-huh.
Now I want you to go down there.
I can't do that.
Dress in a monkey suit and just go run and throw bananas and run out.
I don't have the kind of clout that Fez does where I could just unabashedly go down there and admit that I was fine.
See if we have a robot cobra that they'll think is the one out of the Bronx Zoo, but instead it will report back to us.
Put little cameras in the eyeballs.
Exactly.
This has been After Opie and Anthony Live. We'll see you tomorrow. Stay tuned. Ron and Fez are coming up next.
The Opie and Anthony show is now over. For real this time. Check out the O&A show on Facebook at facebook.com/Opie and Anthony. And catch Opie and Anthony live Monday to Friday from 6 to 10 a.m. Eastern. Ron and Fez are next.
Hey!
On the Virus.
Opie and Anthony are looking for the most annoying 30 seconds of show-based audio that you can come up with. Record it, manipulate it, even add your own sounds. We don't care what you do, as long as it's based on the show and is incredibly annoying.
Have a sense of humor.
Come up with whatever you can.
Just send us your 30 seconds and you could win $2,000 cash courtesy of Steven Singer Jewelers. Visit IHateStevenSinger.com today. Must be at least 21 to enter. Entry deadline is noon Eastern on April 22nd. Go to SiriusXM.com/thevirus for official rules and complete details.